So I've just been in Hogarth's house, from William Hogarth. It was his country home in Chiswick when this place was all fields. Of course it's now built up with the motorway and the big roundabout next to it, which is called Hogarth Lane and Roundabout, I think. It's a pretty old house, about 400 years old. The oldest bit is really that kind of white oriel window where you can see all round. It's got the arch at the top because of the view. It was there so that you could get a panoramic view, and there were fields all round. Got a bit of a garden here as well. Nice little bit of colour here. Got some roses over there too. But this one here. And yeah, he used to live with his family in Leicester Square as well, central London. So he's the kind of painter sergeant, I think they called it. So by royal appointment, along, well, a position which was his father-in-law had, and his brother-in-law had before him. I think he earned about £10 per year, but according to the salary. But in the end, ended up overall getting an income of £100 a year, which was huge back then, because one of the ladies inside told me that this whole house cost him £7. And she said that one of the prints was basically he would get £1 just for one of the prints. So yeah, so basically he used to do silver engravings, but he was a really good portrait artist. So it basically brought art to the lower classes, because they couldn't afford paintings, but they could afford these mass-produced prints where you could get 50 made off the copper plate. So it was much cheaper to own them, and they tended to be quite satirical, a bit like the kind of satirical cartoons, a lot of humour, and they would pick on the social issues of the day. They'd pick on the establishment, but he was powerful enough not to get in trouble for that. But also, he'd bring in laws about there was a gin law where there were regulations about drinking in because back then people used to drink the alcohol, not least because the water was not safe enough to drink. Then he also brought in copyright laws, particularly for his own necessity, really, because people were copying his prints. And there was a lot of kind of humanitarian work. So inside they said that he fostered lots of children, didn't have any children of his own, but fostered loads from the Foundling Hospital, which he helped found, and just generally was someone who encouraged more to be done about justice, especially for the lower classes and for working classes, and for animals as well. So all in all, pretty influential, and it's very interesting to just be here. Especially, it's hard to imagine that this was not built up and it was all fields, and it was kind of the country escape, the Chiswick. But just to see this and this old house, put it all in context, it is interesting. But ultimately, all these pieces of work that get done, which are so influential, are just done by ordinary people, really, in ordinary houses, and just like we all have. And it kind of makes you appreciate the people who are in your life, who are, to me, even greater. It's not taking away anything from the excellent work that these people have all done.